You cannot destroy any part of the human society and think it doesn't affect you. No, it doesn't affect you now. But wait, nature is patient. Nature is patient. It's going to repay you in your own kind. In fact, it's going to multiply it for you. Absolutely. Don't destroy the earth, because this is our home.
Here's my point. So all of these cattle ranchers, all of these people who made oil wells that eviscerated the indigenous people on Turtle Island, which is what the United States, North America, was called by the endogenous people of this continent, that they wiped them out to get the land, and then they killed millions of buffalo. They wiped out their food source. Who does this? But you're thinking, I'm going to kill the buffalo so that the Indians will starve. But in killing the buffalo, you also decimate other sentient species that maintain the integrity of the soil and the land. And this compartmentalization, the same way that it's used and the same way that it's done in medicine, is the way they treat. They're like, oh, I can dump stuff in the ocean, and if I dump it up here, it's going to go out to sea. Nobody downstream is going to be affected. Or then,
what kind of intelligence is that?
And so it makes me really conscientious as to why Black people are the way we are. We're so forgiving because it is the nature of the planet, but only up to a certain degree. I remember my grandmother saying something like, those poor people, referring to white Americans, because she didn't know Europeans. Of course, she had no understanding of that, except the European immigrants who came, before the war to work in the coal mines. The new immigrants, so they were Italian, Polish, and I think some German immigrants came early in that in the immigration process. And the Germans who left Germany at the turn of the century were mostly Jewish people, and a lot of them did actually go out to Western Pennsylvania because this was where there was land and where there were jobs, in the steel mills, in the coal mines, and in the farms. But the idea that we are a nation of immigrants that come from different places, and what makes America so interesting is how the homogenization of all these cultures comes together in a way that is uniquely American, and it shows up in our food, it shows up in our music, it shows up in our attitudes. But the attitudes of individualism, I think, are the thing that are going to become the most destructive for us, because it's too self-centered. And excuse my French, but we have another expression that says shit slides down the wall, not up the wall. And that means we get these habits from our leaders. We get these habits from people who put themselves in a position of leadership. And if these are the people that we allow to lead us, then it means that we have completely surrendered our power. And the only way that you can maintain your power is to resist what is being done to you and be willing to die for it. And that's something that no living thing wants to do. It is the nature of everything living to stay alive, survival. And as long as we believe that our survival is based on our submission to tyranny and our submission to exploitation, then that is all it will ever be. That is all life will ever be for us.
But that is not the way it should always be. That is why that is why I think it is important to tell our story to the people so that they can understand where they are coming from.